What's up, guys? PokeTifu99 from Reddit. You also find me at PixPoke at Twitter. And this is going to be my pick of the day for September 1st, 2020. And it's going to be a ESL Pro League match between Big and AGO. We're going to go ahead and take Big at the -1.5. So a straight set win over AGO Gaming. I believe the line currently let me pull up Bovada real quick. So the line currently on Bovada is a -120 line. So we're going to go ahead and put 3 units on it for a 2.5 unit return. And my main reason behind taking Big in the 2-0 is I think they have I think they have a real bounce back match, because that ESL 1 Cologne matchup against Sprout, and then their loss again, I believe it was to NIP in a close match. I think they're going to go back, and they're really going to think about and watch a lot of demos. Knowing how Tabson is as an in-game leader, he's going through demos left and right to figure out what exactly went wrong. I don't really think too much into that loss to Sprout. And I think that is honestly what the odds makers are setting this line, is all based off that last match, because their form isn't as well as it was prior to this. But what people forget to take into effect is when you're playing a team of the same nationality, they're derby matches, all right? They're really hard to predict. Teams that usually should get blown out somehow, they show up. You got individuals who love to play against another team from their home country, and sometimes individuals make big plays. I mean, there's nothing when Snatchy's on, and he was really on this whole ESL 1 Cologne for Sprout. He's really hard to play against. I mean, he was the best opper in Poland for pretty much 2 years, him and Mihu. So, I mean, I don't look too much into it. I think Big comes, and they come out and they smack AGO around a little bit. This is AGO's first matchup in Pro League, and if any of you guys knew this, AGO was actually boot camping the past 2 weeks. So in their whole MDL playoffs and their I forget what the Fun Spark tournament. Let me see if I can pull it up on HLTV. But so all these matches right here for AGO were boot camp matches. So from 6-8 forward, they were on a boot camp together. So all these results right here were great results, and I'm not going to take that away from them. But when you're playing in a boot camp environment, everybody's on the same connection. There's no outlying factors, but you're also not on LAN, which means you don't have a crowd to watch you. All you have is your 4 homies that you're on a team with, that you've been really vibing with the past 2 weeks, and you're all sitting in the same room, gaming together, playing online. It's a severe advantage. It's a huge advantage, especially since in CSGO there's no black screen in professional matches. So their screens don't go blank right after they die. They get a chance. They still see what goes on for momentarily, and they're allowed to point at their teammates' screens. And they talk when they're dead and all that stuff. So I think this is gonna be a rude awakening for them. I really do. I think Big bounces back. Big, no pun intended. And I'm thinking they're going to let AGO pick Vertigo. I really do. As much as I'm not very confident in Big's Vertigo, because they haven't played it much. But if you look at AGO's, let's go back and look at AGO's matches, right? So their map win percentage of Vertigo is 70%, all right? They've played it 17 times. If I'm AGO, I'm picking Vertigo. I just don't see another way for them to beat Big in a map. I just don't. They're not going to win Dust 2. Big's probably the best Dust 2 team in Counter-Strike at the moment. And AGO can't play their second best map, which is Train, because Big's going to veto Train. So if I'm AGO Gaming and I'm AGO Gaming's coach, we're playing Vertigo. We're going to give it our all. And I just don't see it happening. What people don't realize is people fall, like certain teams, they fall into this thing where they pick maps that they think teams aren't going to be playing, because statistically you want to play the map that you play the most, that they play the least. But as we saw with Big versus NIP tried to sneak that Vertigo pick in, and Big just smoked them. I'm talking, it wasn't anything, it was bad. And when you're getting 12 rounds on CT side against a team that loves to play that's their map pick, then your team's practicing it. And I think that's what really caught NIP off guard. And I think it's going to do the same to AGO. I mean, Tabson, as long as Tizian shows up, and I don't think it'll be an issue. If Keto and Tizian are going to be the key for big. If Keto and Tizian show up to this match, it's going to be a gangbang on AGO. It just really is. And I don't think it's going to go good for him at all. I'm seeing Vertigo as like a 16-10. And depending on how many rounds Big could pull together on T side. I know their CT side strong, but T side on that map, sometimes you can get off to a rough start economically. But if they do start out CT and they run up another 10, 11 rounds, it could be an easy one for them. It really could. Big's probably going to pick Dust 2. And I don't see AGO getting more than 9 rounds. I really don't. Especially when Big's going to come into this ESL Pro League and they're going to want to reclaim that #1 in the world. They really are. They're not going to want to come in here and lose a map to AGO Gaming. So I think they come in prepared. I think they come in and get an easy win. I'm hoping, because I'm on it, right? But I think that's the best line of the day for what you're going to get. And I'm going to roll with the Germans on this one. I mean, Xantares, you're a beast, man. Let's go. I need you. But anyhow, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube. That'd be cool, man. I'm going to start doing these more often just for fun. But, yeah, that's it, man. Catch you guys later.